Hi Taurus, welcome to Sophquest Synergy. Soph meaning wisdom. We are on a quest here. And of course synergy, my energy, your energy, hopefully getting together so that the messages that you need to hear will hopefully be given to you. I always ask for a bubble of protection, of love and light to surround the reading, and ask in full faith and trust for the truth, love, and light to come through for your best and highest good, for your purpose, your dharma. What are you working on? Now, Taurus, whoo, big time. Do you feel it? Coming to you right now, right during the time of the solar eclipse in Cancer. So Cancer is about home, mother, nurturance. Full moon is culmination. It's a time of enlightenment. It's also a time of culmination, of letting things go. So whatever issues are going on within you right now at this time, whatever feelings you're having, well, they're important. It's an important time, and this energy is going to last at least 6 months. It's kind of like a full moon on steroids, right? And eclipse is major. It really is. And the energies right now, especially 2020 and beyond, the energies are very far-reaching. We have a lot of planets clumped all together in Capricorn, making changes on the earth. Radical 3D tangible changes to your home, your life, your work, your job, you know, and asking of you to roll with it. To really roll with it. So I hope you're well, Taurus. I want to wish you a happy new year. I want to share with you that I had the most amazing and incredible experience. I got to go and see Oprah in her 2020 Vision Tour. Julianne Hough danced. People spoke. Gail was there. Oprah's best friend sitting right in the front in the audience. Oprah kept going off stage, going to talk to Gail. It was hilarious. Oprah's funny, by the way. Did you know she was so funny? One of my favorite Aquarians, by the way. And Lady Gaga was there. That interview was astounding, raw, real, and rocked my world, to be completely honest with you. I was completely and totally moved and inspired. The entire day was wonderful. Lunch was provided. We had boxes from Panera and a little gift bag, and it was Oprah. I mean, enough said. If you get the chance to go and see her on this 2020 Vision Tour at any point, about really gaining some insight and getting a vision for your future for this year, I highly recommend it. It's a great experience, honestly. All right, cards have been shuffled. We are ready to roll. I am using the Quantum Tarot. It is very quantum, spacey, but I'm an air sign, firstly, so I dig that. But secondly, it's really time to look at the heavens. It's time to watch the stars. It's time to pay attention to the astro weather and see what's really coming in for us. I'm also going to be using the Cosmic Reading Cards by Nari, Anastarsia. This is what the book looks like, but also the box looks like this as well. I believe I did show you the Quantum Tarot box, right? Okay. All right, and then because we are letting go with this full moon, it's an eclipse, it's major, it's Cancer, you know, we are going to be using the Power of Surrender cards by Judith Orloff, MD, New York Times best-selling author of the book, The Power of Surrender. So I think that would be a really good thing for us to do as well. So the first thing I'm going to do for you today, Taurus, is I'm going to pull you 3 cosmic reading cards. We're going to look at the oracles first and get an idea of what we're looking at for this particular time period, this eclipse season. This is going to range really 6 months or so or longer, but we're starting January off here with a bang with this eclipse, you know, during Capricorn. And I think that it's one of those times where we really do want to consider big things, right? Not just the day-to-day stuff, but really bigger things, right? How we're really deeply thinking and feeling about these new changes that are happening in our lives. We've been, in the last 3 months, going through a cleansing and clearing process of letting go. And this is it. This is the final, let it go, start new, what you gonna do? Last card for you. Okay. Wow. All right. These are awesome. Taurus. Okay, Taurus, you ready to get slightly uncomfortable? All right, let me just cut this deck after you saw me shuffle it. And we'll get started. I'm going to lay out your Tree of Life spread, which is my favorite spread. I think it's a sacred and beautiful spread, and I love it. I'm going to lay your cards out, and then we're going to talk about them. I hope you are doing well. I hope you had a very happy New Year and a very happy holiday season. I did. I enjoyed it profusely. Loved it. Enjoyed it. Although I didn't get to spend it with all of my family, I definitely did really enjoy it. Okay. I can see right here, Taurus, that you might be feeling a bit out of sorts because you're in your feels. I think you're in your feels, Taurus, which actually isn't all that uncomfortable for you. You know, your planet is Venus. And, you know, that Venus is love and money and beauty. It's the things that we hold dear, that we value, that we think, you know, are beautiful and wonderful to have in life. Pardon me while I have a sip. And I can see you're dealing with some stuff because you have emotions. You have free spirit, which I love for you, Taurus, and sacred journey. You know, the North Node is in Taurus, right? South Node in Capricorn. And this is really about your life purpose. It's about you going toward your life purpose. And I think that maybe you're needing to open up a bit more, open your heart in a way that perhaps you haven't allowed yourself to do in the past, because it's going to be a sacred journey for you. I love this card, actually. The pointillism of the artwork, the kundalini of the sacred spiral of the snake, the tree formation. You are really on a soul path here, a sacred journey to becoming a more free spirit. And you do that by accessing your emotional health, your emotional well-being. So that's kind of what we're looking at for you right now. We're looking at your feels and the journey you've been on. Pardon the noise. I live in an apartment building. Okay, right now, what I call the karmic lesson of the month is really, it's about what you're letting go of, but it's also about your dharma. So your karma, what you're letting go of, and your dharma, about what your life purpose is driving you towards. Right now, the lesson for January is to be in your feels with the Five of Cups. This encompasses many stages of sadness, grief, and loss, the Five of Cups. But at some point, the Five of Cups is about the fact that we forget sometimes, when we lose ourselves in the emotion of being sad or of mourning or of being in grief, we just almost forget that life still goes on and that love still abounds. And that we have access to it at any time. All we have to do is stand up and turn around and see those two cups behind us. 3 cups are spilled and 2 remain. In this particular 3 of cups, these 3 cups up here, the spilled cups, are up in the air in the cosmos. So I think with these emotions, right, these feelings, you are giving them to the universe. Free spirit, you're letting them go. And now you're on the sacred journey of finding those 2 cups. So the 5 of Cups all month, this month, the karmic lesson, what you're letting go of, is this state of forgetting that life is beautiful and that, you know, whatever has been causing your tears to flow, this is the time. It's the time to let it go. I know that because I'm looking at 2 cards here. I'm looking at the issue of the month. So this is going to cover from full moon to full moon cycle, and I'll come back for the next full moon cycle in March. I may bring another reading before then, but I like to work with the moon energy. That's how it works best for me. So the issue of the month is the 6 of Swords. You're moving forward from a conflicting and difficult time. I see the 6 of Swords one of 2 ways. You are moving forward and you're leaving behind conflict. But they're swords, right? So it's about our intellect and it's about communication. Normally, the 5 of Swords that preceded this was either about arguments, or silent treatment, or just not speaking up and causing eggshells. This is moving forward from walking on eggshells because it's been too much of a burden. The form the issue takes this season and moving through to the next lunar cycle is the 10 of Wands. This is what you need to let go of right now because it's a burden. Your emotional body is overburdened. Your emotional body is overburdened because your mental body is trying. You're telling yourself, I'm fine, I'm moving on, I'm moving forward. But inside, you are really burdened. Like you don't feel like you can move forward quite yet. And in your emotional body, you're still a bit dejected. So if this isn't you, and you're cool, you're fine, you're good, then there may be a moment that comes up during the next few weeks, during these incredible energies, where a change might happen, and you have to move forward from a conflict that arises, okay? If it isn't already happening. The best course of action right now is the 7 of Wands. So you need to take a stand and say, I can't carry that anymore by myself. 7 of Wands is when you're taking a stand. You're taking the high ground. It's righteous what you have to say. But you're saying, this is too much for me right now. So what I'm seeing here is the need to ask for maybe some help. You know, you work so hard and so almost like doggedly that you just may not feel like you need to ask for help. But you need to free your spirit a little bit. Open up your emotions a little bit. Realize it's not in the destination, in the getting it done. It's really in the journey for you right now, Taurus. It's in the journey, right? It's time to remember that, to come out of the 5 of Cups and remember that it's in the journey, okay? So free your spirit from this. Drop the 10 Wands. It's time. And then comes the Ace of Wands, the new action, the new motion forward, using your free will for your free spirit, right? You're right there. You're right at the threshold. So I think that's what's happening for you right now with this eclipse. And I think it's going to be pretty major because you've taken a lot on board. So what's helping you out right now is the Hanged Man, taking a step back, taking a breather, getting another perspective and saying, man, okay, I think I've been sitting with this for too long. And it's weighing me down. And it's a new year. And I'm moving forward. 6 of Swords. I'm moving forward. What's helping you, though, is everything that you are learning or will learn when you do this. When you take the breather and you get when you reassess what this part of the journey has been for you, that it wasn't all negative. Okay, this is a sacred journey you're on. This was to help you access your emotions, your emotional body, so that you could free your spirit, so that you could get into alignment, mind, body, spirit, for healing. The challenge right now is justice. This could be a legal situation. If you have to take the stand, literally, it'll work for you. You'll be fine. Could end up in a hung jury if it's legal, if it's a court case. So you might want to be prepared for that. I say what I see, okay. Lots of things come in. How I think you're feeling, though, I mean, King of Pentacles is steady, stable, on point. This means you've got your stability and your security. You're just really weighed down by something, a conflict. But steady as she goes. You're fine, okay? You're fine. You have just got to maybe stop pushing away your feelings so much, because they're not going anywhere and they're stuck in this. And feel it. Feel it. Feel it. And then go outside, look up at the stars, and give it to the universe. And let go of it. And have faith that it will work out. It will work out in its divine order. Right now in your intellectual sector, what you're thinking about, 6 of Wands. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You feel like you're going to be recognized, that you feel like you're going to make it through this with flying colors. So if it's a court case, I think you'll win. It's just, or it will resolve. It will resolve in some way that helps to free you. I don't know how else to say that. Okay, we have the Emperor here. You're bossing it up with this King of Pentacles and the Emperor. If you are a woman and you're married, this could be your husband and he's strong and he's there for you. You feel like he's your rock, if that's the case. Potentially could be an earth sign or someone who is embodying someone you can count on. Someone you can count on. Okay, the King of Pentacles as an archetype is stable and dependable. They're there. They're there for you, right? But that's how you're feeling. So if you are feeling that way, if you're male, you're the King of Pentacles and you're there for everyone else. But with this Emperor, you know, this King of Pentacles, who might also be this Emperor, might be your father, by the way, could be very helpful to you at this time. If it isn't about that, then this is about being a boss. And what I mean by that is just being on point in your life, being responsible, practical, dependable, and doing well. Doing very well. you might be feeling like you've had someone may have maybe triggered you at some point, laid something on you, verbally vomited or something on you. I don't know. And maybe you're thinking, not my circus, not my monkeys. With this 10 of Wands. Not my circus, not my monkeys. I'm busy. I'm bossing it up in my own life. I got lots on my plate. The challenge is justice. So you feel like something here is unfair. And I think what you feel like might be unfair is that somebody else's drama's gotten on you. Try not to let anybody's drama get on you. Now, I don't mean to be disrespectful. If there is someone in your life that is truly burdened and they're coming to you, you're a good person to come to, okay? And you can shoulder this burden, but you can't carry it. You can shoulder it, right? Be a shoulder for them to cry on, to talk to give good advice. You're an emperor here. You know, you can give good advice. You've got structure in place, but you can't take it on as yours. And I think that's why the challenge is fair play here. Is it fair, you know, for you to have to stand up for someone or advocate for them or whatever, when really they should do that for themselves, perhaps. That's someone I'm feeling. You need a break. You really do need a break. So even though you can successfully help whomever that might come to you, you might successfully help them move forward, and then, you know, let go of it. Let them take care of their own issues once you give good advice. Okay? That's the advice that I'm seeing that I should be giving to you. But with these two cards, what you know about yourself being the Four of Swords, what you need to know about yourself being the Nine of Swords, is if you do not rest and sleep and stop worrying about everybody else, how can you be this free spirit? How can you have time to ponder your own sacred journey if you're handling other people's business? So, it would be a really good time to plan a vacation, even if you can't take it yet. It's the new year, and you can probably go to your boss at this point and get the dates on the calendar. That would be good. That would be very good for you to do if you can do that right now. Okay? All right, let's get you a Power of Surrender card, Taurus. I wish you the very best. I hope you have a wonderful, happy new year. And let's see what we get for Power of Surrender. I chose this deck as well, the Power of Surrender deck, because right now, during this, there it is, right now, during this time, during this eclipse season, the time of Capricorn season, and then moving into Aquarius season, where we've come into, you know, wow, right? The age of Aquarius and Jupiter and Capricorn. There's so much radical change that's going to be happening on the planet and in our personal lives that accepting change is the challenge for all of us, right? You are meant to surrender to creativity. Creativity, free spirit. That's your advice. You know, you forget maybe sometimes that you're a soul having a human experience. So open up, let your emotions fly out into the universe. Go outside at night maybe and take a moment just to stand in your own truth and say, wow, I have a lot on my plate, but I'm just going to trust. I'm just going to embrace that this new year is going to bring something to me that I couldn't even possibly imagine. Surrender to creativity. Maybe you'll find it there. It says, let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. Creative solutions for you. All right, Taurus, I wish you the very best. I wish you kindness, reverence, and gratitude. I thank you for being here. I thank you for any likes. If you feel like this message could help someone else that you know, please do share it. Make sure you check out your rising and your moon sign, as well as Venus and Jupiter if you're interested and you know some astrology. I highly recommend, and I'm doing this for everyone, to go and watch at least one video on this particular eclipse in Cancer, this full moon eclipse, because it's not just the full moon eclipse, it's across from a ton of planets in Capricorn in conjunction with oh my gosh, Saturn and Pluto. Power play Pluto butting heads with the stern taskmaster of Saturn, changing things, changing it. So really open to change, okay? Be open to change, surrender to creativity, and remember that you are on a sacred journey. I call it the Sophquest, my trademarked brand. So, good luck on your Sophquest in January and into February, and I will see you again soon. Thank you so much, Taurus. Bye.